When San Francisco started running out of room in the original part of the city, they made an addition to San Francisco, which was on the western side of the peninsula. They called it the Western Addition. And part of that addition was the Golden Gate Park, which was supposed to rival Central Park. Coming out of the center of the park was something they called the Panhandle, a narrow strip of land. And when McLaren started experimenting with how to plant trees in sand dunes, he did it in the Panhandle. So you'll find the oldest trees in the city for the parks in the Panhandle. My favorite houses are along the Panhandle and in the north of Panhandle because they weren't wrecked by the earthquake or fires. And you see some of the greatest architects and some really original details. The old families built along the Panhandle, like Spreckels and Zellerbach. And when I first started doing real estate, houses that hadn't been touched since the 1960s came up all the time. And for years, people gutted them and took all of the original detail out. And for a long time, you just didn't see those kinds of houses come up. And then right before Christmas, in what I'm going to call my Christmas miracle, one of my neighbors' houses came up and my clients were successful against 9 other bidders in getting the house. So today we're going to look at the before picture of what this house looks like, and it hasn't been touched in many, many years. And then later, when they're done painting and redoing the floors, we'll come back and look again. I'm Bonnie Spindler, the Victorian specialist here in the NOPA. The corner building was designed by the Newsom brothers, and they are the great uncles of Gavin Newsom. They are known for elaborate detail, and they later were nicknamed the Gruesomes because there was so much detail on their facades. It's just a gorgeous house that needs restoring, and in fact, the entire block almost can use a little work. So after the Newsom property on the corner, we have a row of Cranston and Keenans. So Cranston and Keenan were developers in the Victorian era. They used to be separate, and then they joined forces and became a force of nature, basically. And they would buy 4 or 5 lots at a time and build a row of houses and then sell them, and they were built on spec. So this house, 412 and 414, is really in nearly original condition. It's had a few things done to it over the years. The original open balcony has been enclosed, and the original open porte-cochere has also been enclosed, and the garage was added. But other than that, the property looks very much as it did when it was built. You have the acanthus leaves curling across the front, you have the dentils, and you have the steamed shingles. They take water and bend the shingles to give them a free-form amorphous shape. But the most fascinating thing about the house is the oval window in the top. And while water has damaged the bottom of it a bit, and that's one of the things they're going to restore, it really is a striking part of the house. Cranston and Keenan were building dynamos. They bought 5 lots in 1892 and built this row of houses. For the most part, the floor plans are very similar. They incorporate double parlors, pocket doors, acanthus leaf themes, and you'll see a lot of the same kinds of capitals and brackets that they use throughout their properties. We're going to go through and point out some of the interesting and really individual details about this house that stand out from all the other Cranston and Keenans. And then when we come back after the work is done, we can see what it looks like after it's been remodeled. Something I wanted to point out in this room is the mantle, which has this very unusual direwolf pattern with a winged dragon. It's really unusual for this time period. Also, you have the dentils around the picture molding and the medallions. This house would have originally been gas, and you have a gas heater here. This might be the original appliance for this house for heating the front room. So I wish I could have seen this room before it was painted. You have the oak fireplace with the original tile. You have wainscoting up to 4 feet that is wood, and you have a wood coffered ceiling, which is absolutely gorgeous. This room looks baronial, and I can't imagine it restored. In the corners, we have the Greek key pattern with the inlaid floors, nice oak flooring, and again, the same kind of pattern in the tile. It's really a lovely room, amazing. Another touch which is absolutely baronial is the staircase, which runs 3 stories. It has oak paneling and beautiful balustrades and banisters, and is punctuated on each floor with a stained glass window. Cranston and Keenan referred to bird patterns a lot in their brackets and stained glass windows, so this is kind of a common theme for this type of house for this era. But so gorgeous, unsupported, and really beautiful. Feels like flying. It's such a beautiful open space. The primary suite is really large and gorgeous. It has not 1, but 2 balconies, a Romanesque gas fireplace, and this beautiful pocket door between the 2 rows, which works beautifully. So nice. All the original woodwork, again, the Greek key patterns in the corner. In my opinion, this is the piece de resistance of this house. I love this oculus window. It's so beautiful. It's needs some restoring in the bottom, but I definitely know people who can do that. And I can't wait to see what they do with this beautiful room. So thank you for joining me today for this tour of the before, and when they get ready, we'll come back and see it after. But now you know what a house looks like that hasn't been touched since the 60s. And I just wanted to share it since it's so rare that these kinds of houses come up these days. I'm Bonnie Spindler, the Victorian specialist, here in the NOPA, sharing a Cranston and Keenan from 1893.